Welcome back to Greg Plays Games. Got a little discussion video today. On camera, mainly because I don't have enough video footage to fill up the whole discussion video, but today we're just going to be giving our first kind of impressions of Tears on the Kingdom. Game's been out for 5 days? Does that sound right? It came out last Friday. It's not been a full week since the game released. I've probably played about 10 to 12 hours maybe. I've done 3 out of the 4 temples, which were in the previous game Divine Beasts, so now they're just kind of called temples. And I just kind of wanted to give us my thoughts so far on the game. Obviously amazing. It is Breath of the Wild's on steroids. It literally has everything Breath of the Wild does and then just adds on top of it. So if you liked Breath of the Wild, you're probably already playing this game and loving it. If you've not played Breath of the Wild, honestly, it is a very different experience. Still very much worth playing if you've never played. But you could just go straight into Tears of the Kingdom if you wanted to. I do think that is an interesting conversation. Does Tears of the Kingdom make Breath of the Wild obsolete? I don't think it does. I've not finished Tears of the Kingdom. They both kind of focus on different gameplay. Like Breath of the Wild is just purely exploring and how you use the environment to explore. And this game is about exploring, but it's about how you get to where you want to go. Whereas before it was, I can go anywhere. This game, I can go anywhere, and it's a lot more anywhere because you got the ground, or you got main Hyrule, then you have the underground, then you have the Sky Kingdom, and I have barely scratched the surface with the Sky Kingdom or the underground. It's like, once I kind of got to Hyrule, I kind of got lost in the sauce a bit and just have been kind of wandering around Hyrule, occasionally dipping into the underworld and Skyworld as the missions have kind of prompted me to go there. But there's just so much. Like, it's a little overwhelming how much the game throws at you right from the jump. Like, you're thrown in the thick. You get like 3 or 4 main quests right out the jump, which I like. I like having all these things to do, but you can be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna do any of that shit. I just want to go. I want to make a machine that flies. So, having a lot of fun. It is really creative. I feel like there really aren't any games that let you do all the thing Breath of the Wild does. I feel like the obvious comparisons are going to be Minecraft, just because of the building mechanics of it, or the fact that you can use all these limited resources to create different things, and you build new weapons and everything. And I do think that it actually does kind of have some similarities to Minecraft, but I think that's a good thing. I think that that's a really fun game that really kind of changed the way open world games are played. And then Breath of the Wild did the same, and then did it again. Really, I don't know how any other game will be able to do this in the next few years like Tears of the Kingdom does. Just the way everything interacts with everything, it's truly insane. I can't even fathom, can't even wrap my mind around it. But I mean, so far, having a blast. I feel like I've barely touched the tip of the iceberg on what you can do in this game. I feel like most of the public doesn't even know all of the things you can do in this game, because I mean, even Breath of the Wild, we have videos releasing up until Tears of the Kingdom came out showing new things you can do in the game. I mean, it kind of starts to get glitchy after a certain point, and you're doing weird things like speedrunning and that kind of stuff, but it's really crazy how much just in the first few hours I've experienced it. I mean, I feel like I've gotten a good chunk into the game to feel like I kind of understand what's going on in the game, but then it's like, do I? I mean, there were new enemies that I'm finding that I still haven't seen, there are parts of the map that I have never even been to or know exist, so it's a ton of fun. I definitely see myself, easily putting in 200 hours in this game over the course of, however many years it actually takes to do it. Korok seeds are back. Bummer. Do not fuck with Korok seeds the way that they do them. I wish that they were a little more tangible to collect everything, but it is kind of the same situation. I like the familiarity that you get from playing Breath of the Wild to Tears of the Kingdom, but it definitely does have its own distinct feel to it. It doesn't really just feel like a reskin of Breath of the Wild, which is what something people were worried about. It's not really something I was worried about, because even if it was, I was still gonna play it. Even if it was in theory Breath of the Wild DLC, I was still gonna pay $70 for it. So were you probably. If you're watching this video, you probably already know whether you're buying it or not, or if you like it or not. So I appreciate you checking out the video, because you're probably just a dweeb who wants to hear more about Zelda. Just like me, hey, that's no shots, man. I've watched all these videos too. Had to make one myself. But let me know if you guys are enjoying the game, if you're going to get it, if you're not going to get it. Good luck waiting for it to go on sale. It's never fucking happening. And I'm not going to be doing an official review of Tears of the Kingdom. There's just no need for me to review a game like this. Go to IGN. You don't need to hear my shit on it. I love the game. It's a 10 out of 10 to me. So is Breath of the Wild. Probably one of the best games I've played, and I've not even finished it. So definitely biased. Love Zelda. Love the game. Peace out, you bitches.